I thought we won a trip to Hawaii for a second.
そうだよね。でもスイカ割りセットも楽しそうだよ。
Shinozaki won the Group 2 prize, a watermelon splitting set. A watermelon, a stick, a blindfold, and a plastic sheet. It's still pretty impressive that you got a second place prize, but there's a crazy difference between this and the first place one.
そんなことないよ。すごいことだよ。ずいぶん運使っちゃったかな。でも一緒の時に使えてよかったな。残りの人生は静かに暮らしていこう。
No, you don't need to decide that after winning some watermelon splitting set. Anyway, let's try it. I lay down the plastic sheet and set up the watermelon on top. You try it.
私が
We don't have another one of these, so it's over once it's split. You should do it, since you're the one who won it.
それじゃあ頑張ってみる。
She puts on her game face and grabs the stick. I'm gonna blindfold you then. I place the towel over her eyes and tie it off from behind. Gonna spin you around now. I spin her around on the spot a few times. There's no real point in being mean to her here, so I stop her so she's directly facing the watermelon. Alright, we're good.
じゃあ行くよ。
She starts walking. And she's immediately 45 degrees off course. After I purposefully had her face the watermelon. Shinozaki, no, more to the left.
左？わかったよ。
Too much, too much. The ocean's that way.
じゃあこっちかな。
The beach houses are that way. Oh god, don't swing the stick there. You're gonna kill someone. This is pretty much terrorism.
じゃあこっちかな。
She finally turns toward the watermelon. That's it! That's the right way. Walk straight ahead, slowly. Slowly now, you hear?
ゆっくりゆっくり。
She trips over some sand and falls.
いたたた。
Are you okay? How do you trip when you're walking that slowly?
人は目をつぶって歩けるようには作られてないんだよ。口に砂入った。
You have a point, but still. Here, wipe your mouth with this towel. Be careful so you don't trip, okay? She stands back up and carefully starts walking again. She's moving at turtle levels of speed. I'm worried that the sun might set before she gets there at that rate, but eventually she makes it to the watermelon. Right there, Shinozaki. You're facing exactly the right way, and you are at just the right spacing.
じゃあ行くよ。
Pong. Shinozaki swings the stick down and it makes an utterly hilarious sound as it bounces off the watermelon.
当たった。割れた。
Well, you hit it, but it's not split.
なんで？じゃあもう一回。
The stick makes direct contact with the watermelon, but it bounces off again, leaving the watermelon unscathed. Think you could hit it a little harder?
思いっきりやってるよ。
She hits it over and over, but it does nothing. Shinozaki, you're so weak. You can't even break a watermelon.
割れないよ。手伝ってほしいな。
Guess I have to. It'd be just too pitiful to watch this. I place my arms around her from behind so we are both holding the stick together. Actually, this position we're in is pretty questionable. I can see her soft cleavage right before my eyes. Here we go then. The two of us lift the stick and swing it down hard.
割れた？
Yeah, it split. That's what's supposed to happen, yeah. I suddenly hear applause. I look around to see that there are suddenly a gaggle of kids around us.
あれ？子供？
Shinozaki looks taken aback once she takes the blindfold off too.
おめでとうって何？ 何が？お兄ちゃんたち結婚したんでしょ？
What?
結婚？
Why are we married?
だって初めての共同作業。
Oh, now that she mentions it, I could see how that could look like a married couple cutting their wedding cake. Though it was a watermelon instead of a cake.
結婚おめでとう。違うよ。これは結婚じゃなくてね、スイカ割りだよ。でもスイカ割りは一人でやるんだよ。それはそうなんだけどね。
Shinozaki's smile looks a little strained.
そうだ、スイカみんなで食べない？食べる！
Looks like she's decided to change the subject by offering them food.
みんなにもあげちゃっていいかな？
Yeah, of course, not like we could have eaten all of this by ourselves anyway.
だよね、お腹いっぱいだしね。
Okay, then how about we all play soccer after eating watermelon, cause we've got 3 beach balls.
やるー素直で可愛いよね。じゃあみんなでスイカ食べようか。お兄ちゃん、お姉ちゃん、じゃあね。
Yeah, be careful on your way home.
バイバイ、またね。
By the time we part ways with the children, it's almost sunset.
なんだかすっかり遊んじゃったね。
I'm beat. Kids have infinite stamina.
ほんと元気だよね。
Ahaha. Silence suddenly descends after we laughed together. We had forgotten about it while the kids were around, but we can't help but get self-conscious once it's just the two of us. It's cause they were talking about marriage and stuff.
結婚？
Oh, those kids earlier.
子供の発想ってすごいよね。確かにそんな風に見えないこともないし。
Yeah, I know. Silence again. The sky's getting gradually more yellow. Sunset is close. Wanna go home now?
そうだね。今日はありがとう。すごく楽しかったよ。
Yeah, same for me. We are walking side by side, but we can't keep a conversation going. Even though we were so excited on the way here, what could have changed since then?
バス停どっちだっけ？
That way. Looks like everyone else is going home too, so don't get separated from me, alright?
本当だよね。気をつけないと。この辺あんまり来ない場所だから迷わないようにしないと。
Yeah. She smiles a little bashfully. I silently grab her hand that's idly swinging at her side. It's better this way, right? She smiles and squeezes my hand, and I grip her hand back. It's weird. All that's changed is that we're holding hands now, but I don't mind the silence anymore. We are just walking along silently, but I'm somehow satisfied. I wonder what Shinozaki's thinking. Is she thinking the same thing? Eventually, the bus stop appears in our line of sight. It'd be nice if we had to wait for a while for the bus. That way I'd get to be like this with Shinozaki for longer. But the bus comes right away.
バス来ちゃったね。
Am I just fooling myself into thinking she sounds disappointed? Maybe she feels the same way I do. Maybe she wants to be together for a while longer. Am I just deluding myself into thinking that? Shinozaki lets go of my hand as she hurries toward the bus. Gah! I grab her hand again, tightly. She turns back toward me, unable to pull her hand away. I am just standing there, silently holding her hand. as Shinozaki hesitantly begins to say something. The bus drives away without us on it.
バス行っちゃったよ。
Sorry.
私は別にいいんだけど、どうしたのかなって。
There's something I want to talk to you about. I hadn't intended on saying it, but if I'm gonna say it, then now's the time. My heart begins racing. The sound echoes through my bones all the way to my ears.
話って何かな？
Well, I take a single breath. I like you, Shinozaki. My confession's so simple that even I think it's anticlimactic. Shinozaki looks at me as if she didn't hear me, but then her eyes widen in surprise.
今のって、
I like you, Shinozaki, so I want to go out with you. She's struck dumb. She seems honestly surprised. Her mouth is open, but there's no sound coming out. I know it might seem sudden, but it's not something I thought of on the spot. Huh? I find myself also lost for words. Because... Shinozaki's crying. What's the matter? Why are you... Shinozaki, does this mean I've been rejected? I wasn't so full of myself that I was confident I'd get a yes once I confessed. But was it really bad enough to make her cry? No, I'm sorry too, for saying something like that out of the blue. Sorry. Shinozaki whips her head from side to side as she cries. And Shinozaki cried for about 30 whole minutes after that. You really sure I don't need to walk you back?
大丈夫。
She nods. Her eyes are still red. My heart aches again when I see those eyes. Because I'm the one who made her cry. Well, thanks for today. It was so fun, but I completely ruined everything at the very end. But there's nothing I can do about that now. Later then. She stops me as I'm about to walk into my house. Hmm?
はい。
Sorry? I have no idea what that was for.
さっきのお返事。
Response?
忘れちゃったわけじゃないよね。さっきのその付き合ってくれって。
Huh? Logic fails me. My mind's filled with question marks. I thought I was rejected.
なんでそうなるの？
What do you mean why? Cause you started crying, and it was really bad too.
あれはびっくりしたからだよ。すごく。
That's all?
それだけってすごくびっくりだったんだよ。日野くんが私のこと好きだなんて全然全く思ってなかったから。だからびっくりしすぎて涙が止まらなくなっちゃったの。
I totally thought I got rejected.
私が振るわけないよ。だって私だってずっと。
Tears well up in her eyes once more. Shinozaki. When I saw her tears earlier, my heart had been a pitch black abyss, but now it's shivering with emotion. Can I say it again? What I said before. I want to say it properly.
聞きたい。
Then I'll say it. I like you, Shinozaki. I want to go out with you.
はい。私も子供の頃からずっと日野くんのことが日野くんのことだけが好きでした。
She nods over and over while crying. You're crying too much. Your parents are gonna be worried if you go home looking like that.
ごめん。全然止まらなくて。
You're such a crybaby, Shinozaki. I wipe the tears away from her cheeks. Shinozaki jumps and looks up at me. Oh! I'm shocked at how close she is. Her face is right there in front of me. Shinozaki is staring right into my eyes, close enough that I could feel her breaths.
大好き。
She speaks, and then raises her face a bit, still facing me. Shinozaki. My mind is blank. I just feel like this is the natural thing to do. I gently place my lips over hers. I don't know how long we were like that. Maybe it was just a second, maybe it was for a minute. My mind went blank. I had no sensation of time. The two of us were just standing still, with our lips pressed together.